Fucking hell. Why do I always run into problems? Why? It's always me that it happens to. Fucking hell. What am I going to do here now? Hello, welcome back to another video. So we've got the number plate to put on. We're also going to try and put the straight pipe on today as well, and look at getting the section where it's connected to the turbo chopped as well, and connecting this flexi hose to that with these brackets. So we'll see how many problems we run into today. Let's get at it. So I'm going to use the same bolts I used on the dur bar for the number plate because I think they look nice. So just going to centralise those in this number plate. It's as best as I can do it, I think. So it'll be a bolt there and a bolt there. Yeah, that'll look alright. I think anywhere in the letters and that, it doesn't look tidy, you know what I mean? Let's do the little one first. Right, while I got the small holes, I'm going to get that marked on the truck, so I know exactly precise where to drill them. So we want it central to the dur bar. I think that's where it's going. One, 5, 1, 5. Spot on. Right. That's it. Yeah, I think that's going to look alright. Spot on. Right, guys, just had to abandon ship for a minute because it's started to come down a bit heavier now, so we'll just have to wait for a bit and then we'll get back on it. Right, we're back. So just while we're off camera there, I've jacked the cab up, got it all ready in position. Most important thing, I've got a cup of joe. Oh, a nice cup of tea. Can't be bad. Yeah, so what we're going to try and do here is we've got to try and chop this section that connects onto the turbo about here, and then we've got to clamp the flexi pipe, which is going to then obviously run onto our pipe here. So we've got to try and run that through. But obviously that means in here we've got to reconfigure it, because at the moment it drops down underneath the chassis and underneath the suspension leaf rails. I think the best things you'll be able to do is mark it. Well, I won't need to mark it. I'm just going to be able to, I think I'm just going to cut it straight in the middle of there, in that straight bit. Right, without further ado, let's get going on it. There we go. That's our clamp off. Let's put that back together for now, so we know we've got all the bits. Let's put that there for now. Let's have a bit of tea first, eh? I do really need to get on with this because it might rain again. But I suppose I'm a little bit sheltered in here by the cab. Right, just dropped on the floor. Oh, no way is that having it. Ah, they're rusted. Solid they are. Damn it. How am I going to get that off? Oh, dear. I said we'd have problems, didn't I? Nah, I can't. You can't manoeuvre it in there, look. I need a little tiny cutter. I need one of those multi-tools for this, don't I? I ain't got a multi-tool. I wish I had one now. When I come up from underneath with the grinder. I mean, I could do it from underneath. I think. Can I get in there like that? I could possibly do it from underneath, which is going to be a right ball ache, but I need to get that off. Let's do it. Stick a sheet down and get under there and grind it off. Hi, welcome to Underneath the Lorry. So, what we've got to try and work with. How long does this take to get them off? Let's get in there. Right, that bolt's off. That piece should drop off now. There we go. But this one isn't in the health and safety manual. I can tell you that for free. Ow! I just headbutted the bloody. Oh, God. I think I've nearly got it. Fucking Jesus. It's destroyed the bloody disc, but it's cut the bolt through. Oh my God, look at that. Just leant on it and broke the disc. But it's cool. That bolt's off, so hopefully we can go back outside and get that off now. How are we looking? Covered in crap? Not as bad as I thought. My hands are pretty bad though. Right. So, we've got that off, as you can see. That's what we ground off. So I can already see that the exhaust is tipped back a little bit. You see the way the gap's opened up here. all being well, that should come out. There we go. Another piece of the jigsaw. So as you can see, all we've got left is that one to cut through there. Right, apologies for these microphones. I'm having to just do without them because they're not working. So you may have, or you may not have just heard what I'm saying. If not, this isn't going to work. It's not going to work. I was afraid of this. I was afraid of this. Because of the gear shifter hold to the gearbox. I can't go straight back. Hell. Why do I always run into problems? Why? It's always me that it happens to. Hell. What am I going to do here now? Now the only thing I can think to do is use some of these old bits. Because I have an angled piece here. It's a bit rotted out. But I mean, if I can get it on there just to see and then get this replaced. So when this is on there, that's giving us the angle to come off. I think that could work. I just need to take a bit more off, I think, just to make it square it off. That's a fit over. Right, so now we've got that angle cut. So now what we're looking at, see, is that this piece gives us the angle now. And maybe, just maybe, we can join onto that with the flexios. We'll just cut this to length and hopefully that'll fit it. And that way we'll have a working exhaust. Right, how is this going to fit? Hey, I think we're there, isn't it? Hey, I think we're in. There's not much I can do about that. I mean, unless I weld a new piece on there. I'll just show you where it is. There! Unless I weld a new piece onto that bend, it's going to have a hole in it. But that fits, I think, doesn't it? It works. I mean, whether this is a bit too close to these airlines is another thing. Might have to just try and get a bracket in here somewhere just to protect those against the exhaust, because this might get too hot, you see, and that could be pushed up to there. I'm hoping this doesn't interfere with the gears now and there's enough clearance. Shall we start her up and see how she sounds with a straight pipe on? I think we should. Okay, First time ever starting this truck up with the straight pipe. Let's see how she sounds. Roll that beautiful car. Right, it's enough messing about. I mean, it's on there and it's working. That's the main thing. I am going to try and get this patched up for now, and then buy a new piece to go in there. Might just weld a temporary metal plate onto there or something, but for now it's going to work. It's working as it was. So the pipe is on. That's going to do it for this episode. Right guys, that's about it for today's video. Thanks a lot for joining me as I let the cab down. Please subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you in the next video.